Australia opposes the death penalty both at home and abroad, and so we make representations on behalf of Australian citizens who are facing the death penalty in other countries. We do not reflect on the judicial systems of other countries, nor do we reflect on the sovereignty of countries to impose their own laws, but we do oppose the death penalty. So in this instance, they were two Australians who had been convicted of drug trafficking. They were actually taking drugs into Australia, and they had been convicted about 10 years ago. We made representations over many years about the death penalty imposed on them, and so when Indonesia made it clear that they were going to proceed with the death penalty, we made representations to the effect that both men had been rehabilitated, that they had transformed their lives, that they were making a positive contribution to prison life in Indonesia. Indeed, one had become a priest, had become a religious person, and the other became an artist. And we believed in those circumstances that their rehabilitation should have been a factor taken into account, and we sought clemency on their behalf. That was not granted, and both men were executed. But Australia and Indonesia have a very deep, broad relationship, and while there are issues where we might not agree from time to time, we understand that our national interests are best served by working together and cooperating on challenges, and we continue to do so.
Okay, that's great. But we know there are several incidents of post-execution, including a mysterious package in the Indonesian embassy and the red color liquid at the Indonesian consulate Sydney. How the Australian government see this?
Well, matters such as that obviously raised concerns with the police, and they were both fully investigated, as I understand it. Most certainly in the case of the incident in Australia, it was fully investigated by the police at the time. There was some significant public concern about the death penalty cases in Australia amongst the Australian public, and as I said, Australia as a nation opposes the death penalty, whether it's imposed in Australia or overseas, and that is supported in the main by the Australian public.